up the next day of, I think when I started this video, it was on Friday. And we started cleaning the basement and doing all of those things. And then my cold just kind of got the best of me. And yeah, when you got a head cold, you just don't feel like doing stuff. So we didn't finish the basement. So it is now Monday. So you will have seen me, I think you will have already seen that I put away my fall things, and that was on Sunday. I had stayed home from church and was just still feeling yucky, and I got like where I thought I was feeling a little bit better, so I thought, well, I'm going to get up and at least put my fall stuff away. I got that done, and that was it. And I went back to the couch, and I was on the couch all day long, just resting and just, yeah, trying to recover and get better. But it's not Monday, it's Tuesday. I worked yesterday because I had to go back to work, and because I couldn't call in because, and even though I wasn't feeling the greatest, I was feeling a little bit better, but I couldn't call in because I had bus inspections. So I had to go to work. So that was yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday. So let me get my days straight. We started working on the basement on Friday, Saturday, then Sunday, then Monday. It's Tuesday. So it's been a couple days since we did the first half of the basement stuff. We did do a few things last night, took a few things down to the trash, that type of thing, because the trash ran. So some of it has been a little different. I'll show you. But today is going to be a busy day. I am off work. It's election day. So I've already taken care of what I needed to take care of with that. And so I am going to try to get as much done in today as I can. I've been up since probably about, I don't know, 5 or so. I got up and did my devotions this morning. Good stuff, man. Just good stuff. I was reading and getting excited while reading and making my notes of all these like stuff like just coming in my head. So it was good stuff. So yeah, that's over with. I'm kind of like feeling a little bit better. Still kind of have it in my head, but nothing like I was. Praise God. But today is going to be busy because my husband is going to help me, I think, with hopefully finishing some of the basement. I've got to pull out Christmas, at least see what I can. Give me just a second. He's down here like whining. I'm sure you hear him. He wants fed and then he wants out. So, but you know, he wants something all the time when I'm talking to you guys. So, but we're going to do that. And then I've got to pull out Christmas because next Monday, whatever the 11th is, I don't know. That's when my niece is coming over. That's either Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. I can't remember. But that's when my niece is coming over with her kids. And both of my nieces are coming over with their girls. And we're going to do our cookie baking day and our craft day and all that. And so, yeah, I want to at least have, like I've told you, want to at least have the kitchen dining room. I'd like to have it all done, but I don't know. So, hence the reason why I put on a Christmas t-shirt. I just got this at Walmart. It's cheap. It's like $6, something like that. But, so there's going to be a little bit of maybe some Christmas, but I may end up taking, of course I'll film today, but I may end up taking like the basement footage and put it with that video, and then you'll see me in this outfit, but it'll be the same day. But you might see what I do with Christmas in a different video, just because it's too much footage to like, it takes hours to edit. Like hours. I mean, you can sit back there for 6 to 8 hours if you've got a lot of footage. And so, yeah. But that's what I need to do. I've got some bananas that are on. They're nasty. So, some of them I think are a little too far gone. But there's a couple of them in there. Oh, yeah. I got to get rid of them. They got gnats. But I need to make some banana bread. So I may mix up some banana bread real quick and get that in the oven and started. And then let me just show you the status of the house, because if I start decorating, I'm not going to have time to do like my deep clean prior to, so I'm probably going to have to like clean as I go. I don't like doing that, but that's just going to have to be how it's going to have to be that way this year, I guess. So it's not dirty, it's just like cluttered. It's got stuff everywhere. So let me show you. Let me let my dog out too. So, all right, dude. What do you want? You want food first? You want food first, don't you? Does he still have his water in here for you guys? Yep. All right, there you go. Eat up, bugger. All right, so let me show you the status of the house. Pardon my hair. It'll end up in a clip, you know it. If you've been watching for any amount of time, you're gonna know it's gonna end up in a clip. So, but let me just show you where I'm at right now. So I have, you know, some boxes that need to go out. I picked up these the other day, yesterday when I had my bus inspection. My Aiden and I, we went shopping, and so I picked these up for the coffee bar. I also picked these up. It's like a little silicone Santa. This was the only one they had, but it was only like $1.98. But I thought about melting wax and doing like my own little Christmas tart warmers, and maybe trying that. This was leftover biscuits, some craft items that I had made a couple years before I took them out of the my fall totes, and I think I'm going to get rid of those. I don't know, some socks, just some stuff. There's stuff on the, stuff that shouldn't be on the counter, dishes that need to be put away. I did find, when I was shopping yesterday, I did find like some silicone tongs and silicone spoons and different things like that. So I have them, even a soft whisk. So I can use them in my caraway pans, and so I'm going to go through those and switch out like the plastic stuff. So, but there's no dishes in the sink. Then the stove is clean, and I was able to, let me share this with you. I was able to get some of that stuff off because my friend, she watches my videos, and she told me to try Barkeeper's Friend, the powder. So I went and got that yesterday, and I used it. So it did help some. This stove is just so scratched. It's awful, but it did get that. So thanks, Candy. It did work. So, but yeah, the kitchen's not in too bad of a state. So I can just wipe off counters if I'm cleaning. Obviously, shoes need to go away. That's always the case around here. Clothes I brought down. They got to go downstairs. Baskets. You know, the coffee bar. You know, it needs wiped off. It's got stains and stuff where we've made coffee. There's stuff on the table, you know, just clutter. My husband's hats. He has a place for those, but this is where they end up all the time. So, shoes need to go upstairs. This needs to go upstairs. The living room. I already have all my fall stuff, and I just haven't placed anything, so everything looks really bare, empty. My daughter's Bible, she was studying last night. I've got to put some clothes away. There's the hubby. Say hi. But yeah, just normal clutter. So that's all that really is going. It's not bad. So I'll still be able to kind of clean as I go. But yeah, I got to get started. And like I said, get started on this project of everything. I don't know what I'm going to bring upstairs today as far as for the Christmas. I don't know if I'm just going to bring up my trees and just fluff my trees, if that's what I get into today, and then maybe if I have time after I do that, then maybe do some other stuff around here. I don't know yet. I just know I got to get it done, and I only have this week to do it. And this weekend, my daughter and I are supposed to be going to a friend's church to minister in music. I think my husband's supposed to teach. And then next Sunday, we're doing the same thing. So, yeah, it's a lot going on. So, I gotta get started. I need to quit talking and just get started. I'm stalling. Because I just, let's just get to it. Okay, so my intentions here are to go ahead and get the banana bread started so that I could have this stuff cooking while I was working. And so I started peeling all the bananas and getting everything ready for the recipe. And then I realized after mashing the bananas that I was completely out of flour. And so I had to send my daughter to the store. So I end up finishing the banana bread later, and I will end this video with a shot of what the banana bread turned out and looked like. But yeah, my intentions were to start this, and then I have to set it aside, and we get to work in the basement. All right, let me carry these upstairs. I asked, I might need your help to carry some of these. Those are all Taylor's.
Well, then why are we taking them?
And these are mine and yours. Because I gotta go upstairs to get out of our way. Okay, so you saw we just took those clothes upstairs. This is kind of the status of where we've left the basement from last night when we took out some of the trash. We had a lot of trash piled up over here, and so we were able to take that out and take that down. That had to get out of here. But let me just show you where we're at. So I placed Bella's cage over there, and I've used the pad that we used with the puppies. I'm going to keep using those because that gives her, keeps her from the hard or from the cold concrete. It just lays something else there. We just kind of have stuff sitting. This is not necessarily where things are going to go. This section over here and this tote and this bag, this stuff is yard sale items that we can take to the church. These are some things that, my son doesn't play the instruments, so we're gonna need to get rid of some stuff. Of course, obviously the kerosene heater for down here, but this is the kind of living space. It's in disarray. We're gonna move stuff around. We had to get rid of our couch because it was broken. So I do not like that the furniture is not down here like it was. So until I can get something else, either upstairs or down here, we're just going to deal with what we have right now and make it work. So we've got to get this organized. It's all just kind of, a mess. We have things just laying around. Empty totes, which I will go through. Christmas totes soon. Old router, things that we've just got laid around we haven't picked up. I did get this set up. I will eventually go through those and make labels and put labels on and go through everything to make sure what I have. But all of these are fall. This is fall. So fall, 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 fall. All four of those. And then, the other ones. So, and then this is my husband's hunting items and clothes in that tote. So, and then of course bags for when we go away. But yeah, then this stuff we've got to go through. So that's kind of where we are over here. I mean, it looks a lot better than what it did. I gotta redo that, move that, put that somewhere else. Movies, we still have a lot of old DVDs. My daughter did the laundry the other day for me, so she got laundry pretty much caught up. There might be something in there that I might have to freshen up and wash. But over here, everything is pretty much cleaned up, some canned corn stuff. But in these cabinets, this one obviously is my husband's cabinet for all of his things. This one I use for, you know, cookie tins, cookie cutters, things I pull out like once a year or just every now and then. But it had a lot of our canning jars and things, and so we moved all those like over here. Let me just show you one. So yeah, so we can find our jars, and that is, all of these are full of canning jars or lids or whatever. And then this one is full. It's got his, I think that's a processor, I think. So it's his stuff for his table. So, and then his meat trays, paper towels, so when he's cutting up deer meat and stuff. And then we put our coolers over here, obviously with our freezers. So all of that is done. But I was able to get, whoops. I was able to get all of these things inside of here. Alright, my battery died. But I was able to get the crock pot that we use for when we go other places. And I'm not sure where that is. My husband took it to work. I hope he brought it back home. But, and then the canners, things like that. I gotta get this somewhere. But, yeah, and then this stuff is the things I pull from for seasonal. So, much nicer. And then, of course, our snow tubes, memory totes, things like that are back here in this corner. So, it is looking better. My daughter brought down some laundry. She's working on some laundry. But, my hubby's over here waiting on me to quit talking to y'all so I can help him and we can get to work. So, I gotta get to work. Let's do it.
The sky so wide, every moment by your side. Laughter echoes through the air, joyful hearts beyond compare. Joyful every beat, dancing to a cheerful beat. In this light our spirits rise, joyful under open skies.
you can see, we've skipped ahead a little bit because I turned the camera off because we were going through some personal items that we have down here, and we wanted to organize those, and so I just turned the camera off while we were going through all that stuff and getting that stuff done. But while he was going through that and the camera was turned off, I didn't stop working, because if I stop, then I'm wasting time. So I kept working. So let me just show you where we're at and at what we're doing. Do you have what's written down on that paper put somewhere so that you don't forget it?
In my work phone.
Okay. I just want to make sure before you throw it away. So yeah, let me just show you where we are. It looks a whole lot better. I have yet to get to anything Christmas related just yet, but although it looks like I have Christmas out, but this was a tree that was left down here. And so, yeah, let me show you where we are. So right now, I mean, this is kind of the status when you come down in the basement. This is kind of where we are. It still looks a mess, but there is a pattern. There's stuff going on. So we have some things over there for like yard sale, getting rid of some trash. Of course, these items, the kerosene heater, babe, will you put it back there? And then we got to put this stuff here, babe. We got to figure out what to do with. But, so everything's put away. His cases for his guns, I've got to figure out how to store those and what to do with those. But the area looks a whole lot better, even though he's making noise. So, the thing's loud. But it looks a whole lot better than what it did. It looks more like a sitting room again. I utilized the red cubbies to store some things in for my son, some of his stuff, some of our old games, things like that. That box he's got to tell me what he wants to do with. But yeah, everything's dusted and cleaned, vacuumed, and yeah. I ended up placing the hope chest here for right now, since there's not like a living couch, living area as far as like another couch or whatever. So I placed it there to kind of divide the rooms, but that has some personal items in it as well that I was going through. But this is an item that was my mother's, and it was passed down to me, and my plan is to redo it because it needs to be, it has some damage on the top and different things, but my plan is to redo that and then pass that down to my daughter. But I'm not getting into that right now, so it's just sitting here. But it's a nice cedar hope chest, so the plan is to eventually change that and pass it to her. As far as our storage, you saw that we have that all set up there. That is good. I still have a blanket. I need to figure out what to do with that. I gotta put my son's weights somewhere, extra totes. So just a few little things that I will get squared away. The laundry I've got going and cleaned up over here. That's clean. It needs to go upstairs. I've got to go through this. This is like our Christmas, like, things that we might wear for holiday, festive parties or things. Or I might wear on the bus for the bus babies. So I'll go through that, wash that with Christmas coming. Still have to put this somewhere. But, and my paint supplies. But, and duty calls. The dryer is, just let me know it's done. So, yeah, it's looking better down here. It's still kind of chaotic. So I'm going to continue to just pick up the rest of it. And I will let you see what it looks like at the very, very end. I'm probably not going to... well, I don't know. I'm just going to keep picking up and putting things away where they need to go. Eventually, I'm going to mop this over here. This will not be today. It's not going to be in this video. But I am going to mop over here really good, move all this stuff back out of here, and repaint this floor where it got scratched up from the puppy run and Bella's crate. Just kind of freshen and tidy that area up, clean it up really good. But that won't be done in today's video. The mopping might be, but not the painting. I'm not getting involved in that because I have to go in what I would call my closet, but it's basically under my stairs, and I need to start pulling out Christmas. So as soon as I make this look great, it's about to look a mess because I'll be pulling out all the Christmas and getting all of that stuff carried upstairs, which I don't know. I really thought I was going to be doing all this in one day, but it's a lot. And when you're still getting over a cold, and yeah, we'll see. I got to keep working and just see what I can get done today.
It's on its way, so I might be here.
Thank you.
Cooking again.
He made me a sandwich. We have not ate anything this morning. So, a bacon, egg.
No cheese.
No cheese sandwich. But it's all good. I'm going to sit down and eat, take a rest, and then we'll finish putting everything together, and then I'll go to step 2.
Love you. Oh, give me a kiss. On the cheek. You already gave me a little bit of sickness, I think.
Love you.
Love you.
Where's my kiss?
I can't. That was your kiss.
On the cheek?
No,
No!
I don't want to be kissing you.
My
You're
cheek's not
coughing-
infected.
You're coughing and gagging all night
My
long.
cheek's not infected. That's my neck. Love you. Love you.
Love you.
Be careful. So the basement is finished as far as what I can do today. My husband left to go golfing, and he didn't tell me what to do with a few of these things, so I'm just gonna set them aside, wait till he gets back. I put a couple things outside for the trash. But let me show you where we are so far. It's at least clean enough to now pull out the Christmas stuff and start going through that and getting things prepared for bringing upstairs and all of that stuff. So it's at least ready enough for that. So let me show you where we are. You know, it's definitely cleaner than what it was when we started. So that's a plus. And yeah, I'll show you where we are. So it's definitely more open. He didn't tell me what to do with these. A couple of these things over here. Some of this is yard sale. Some are donation. We've got to go through the shoes. But at least it's out of the way. It's organized. It's set up. I still need to paint the floor. I kind of wiped it off. It still needs a good mop. Even more than what I did. But I got the basic dust up. Most of it. So that part. But the living space now looks a whole lot more presentable. It's not, like I said, we don't have all of our furniture down here because the other couch broke. So, and this is a piece to the upstairs furniture we brought down here because it was too big for our living room. So we kind of halved it. So eventually, if we get a new set for the living room, we'll bring that set down here and we'll fill this out. But right now, this is where we are. It's definitely a lot cleaner, more organized. And so, obviously the tree, I wasn't going to put that away. It's been out the whole year down here. So I wasn't going to put it away. Christmas is coming. Bella's toys are there. But that's kind of what it looks like from this angle. You know, got to go through that. But, you know, we're making progress. And then he needs, my husband, bless his heart, he needs a shed. He wants a shed or a garage or something. That will be future down the road. But he definitely wants something. He needs something so he can put his tools and different things and have them more organized. But that was his dad's tool chest that was passed down to him when his dad passed. So that is a cherished, big time cherished piece down here. But it was his dad's. So, but he needs a building. And if and when he ever gets a building, when he gets a building, sometime, I don't know when, but this type of stuff will not be down here. It will be out in the building. So, and then I can maybe put longer shelves and more storage for like totes and things. So, but yeah, and then that's an extra bin. And then of course now I gotta throw the water bottle away and Febreze, but old movies and such, because we come down here, we have a DVD player and we'll come down here and we'll watch movies. I loved it when we had our fireplace, our wood fireplace. I would love to come down here, always loved to come down here and sit and watch movies and do laundry and had the fire going in the winter. It was so nice. I miss my fireplace. My hubby watches my videos. I'd like to have a small one. Just a small one, hun. But anyway, yeah, we used to have the fireplace down here and it was always nice. But Bella's food's there and there's Christmas. And, you know, it goes back. It's the whole way of the, you know, you can't see in there because it's packed with all kinds of stuff. So, but the washroom area, wash space area is going. I got laundry going. And then, of course, this is all neat and tidy now. His table, got to put the egg cartons somewhere else. But yeah, his table is all nice. I'll just set the egg cartons right now on the freezer, but that way he can't fuss at me for piling up his table. So, yeah. So, it looks 10 times better than what it did. It's dusted down here. There's still dust in the corners, obviously, and stuff. I didn't pull everything out, but it is clean enough for now. So I'm gonna go back upstairs and try to finish making the banana bread that I started this morning, and then I had to come downstairs to work on this. So I'll finish this video out showing you guys the banana bread when it's made, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, because if I continue with everything that I'm gonna do today, that's just gonna have to be in another video. So I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a day, and then I took a break because I was sick, so had to take a break and then pick back up, but I apologize for that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoy filming. It's work though. It really is work. But yeah, so Lord willing, friends, there'll be another one. Bye.